This might be the one mistake making it harder for you to speak English fluently. You're using too many big words. And here's the problem. Every time you try to sound smart, you actually sound less natural. Think about it. You probably know words like utilize, commence, and purchase. You learned them from textbooks. You think they make you sound educated. But here's the truth. Native speakers almost never use those words in conversation. I'm Tony from Fluent English Cafe, and today I'm going to show you why simple English is better than fancy English. And by the end of this video, you're going to completely change the way you speak. If you're tired of sounding like a textbook and you want to sound like a real person, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get into it. Here's the problem. English teachers love teaching big vocabulary. Learn these advanced words. Expand your vocabulary. And you think, okay, if I learn harder words, I'll sound more fluent. Wrong. You end up sounding robotic, unnatural, like you're reading from a dictionary. Let me give you a real example. Last week, I had a student tell me this. I am currently experiencing difficulties comprehending this concept. I said, "What?" She repeated it. I am experiencing difficulties comprehending this concept. I said, "You mean you don't understand?" She said, "Yes." You see the problem. She used 15 words when 3 would have worked. I don't understand is clearer, faster, and more natural than I am experiencing difficulties comprehending. Here's the truth. Native speakers use small words really well. They don't use big words badly. Think about it. When was the last time you heard someone say, "I shall commence my journey homeward"? Never, because people say, "I'm going home." So today, I'm going to teach you the 5 verbs that native speakers use for almost everything. Master these 5 verbs and you'll sound more natural immediately. Ready? Here we go. Verb number 1, get. Get is the Swiss Army knife of English. It does everything. I get it means I understand. I got a message means I received a message. I got tired means I became tired. I need to get ready means I need to prepare. One word, 4 different meanings. Now, a textbook might tell you to say, "I comprehend the situation," or "I received a notification." But a real person just says, "I get it," and "I got a message." Which one sounds better? The second one, every time. Here's the crazy part. Learners avoid the word get because they think it's too simple. They think it makes them sound like beginners. but native speakers use get constantly. In fact, the more fluent you become, the more you'll use get. Let me give you more examples. Instead of saying, I obtained a new position, say, I got a new job. Instead of saying, I became angry, say, I got angry. Instead of saying, I acquired knowledge, say, I got it. See how much cleaner that is? Verb number 2, make. Make is another powerhouse verb. You can make a decision, make time, make someone happy, make a mistake, make money, make noise, make sense. Now compare these two sentences. Textbook English, I committed an error. Real English, I made a mistake. Which one do people actually say? The second one. Or this one. Textbook English, I earned a substantial income last year. Real English, I made good money last year. Again, the simple version wins. Make is everywhere in native speech. Don't avoid it. Verb number 3, take. Take is incredibly flexible. You can take a break, take a shower, take a look, take a seat, take your time, take responsibility. Instead of saying, I will rest briefly, just say, I'll take a break. Instead of saying, I will examine it, say, I'll take a look. Instantly more natural. Here's why this matters. When you use simple verbs like take, your brain works faster. You don't have to search for the perfect word. The word is already there. And when your brain works faster, you speak more fluently. Verb number 4, go. Go is not just about movement, it's about change. Things go wrong, people go crazy, rooms go quiet, plans go well. Instead of saying, the situation deteriorated, say, things went wrong. Instead of saying, he became silent, say, he went quiet. So much easier, so much more natural. Verb number 5, come. Come is similar to go, but it's about returning or arriving. Come back, come in, come with me, come early, come late. Instead of saying, I returned, say, I came back. Instead of saying, I entered, say, I came in. These 5 verbs, get, make, take, go, come, are the backbone of spoken English. Master them, and you'll sound fluent even if your vocabulary is limited. And if you're finding this helpful so far, hit that like button. It helps more people discover this lesson. Now, let me show you something that might surprise you. Advanced English is not about using advanced words. It's about using simple words in flexible ways. Let me explain. A beginner knows that get means receive. They say, I get emails. An advanced speaker knows that get can mean receive, understand, become, fetch, arrive, and more. They say, I get it. I got angry. I'll get the door. I got home late. Same verb, many uses. That's advanced English. Most learners think the opposite. They think advanced English means replacing get with obtain or acquire or comprehend. But that's not how native speakers talk. Native speakers would rather use get 10 different ways than use 10 different fancy words. Why? Because it's faster, easier, more natural. Here's a challenge for you. Think about the last time you spoke English. Did you try to use big, impressive words? Or did you try to communicate clearly? If you're trying to impress people, you're doing it wrong. If you're trying to connect with people, simple words are your best friend. Let me give you a real-life example. I once had a student who loved big words. Every time we talked, she'd say things like, I find this endeavor quite challenging, or I must allocate additional time to this task. It sounded unnatural, like she was giving a formal presentation instead of having a conversation. I told her, just say, this is hard, or I need more time. She said, but won't that make me sound less educated? I said, no, it'll make you sound like a real person. And that's the point. Fluency isn't about showing off your vocabulary. It's about sounding human. When you use simple words, people feel comfortable around you. They understand you easily. They enjoy talking to you. When you use complicated words, people feel like you're trying too hard. It creates distance. So here's your homework. For the next week, every time you're about to use a big, fancy word, stop. Ask yourself, is there a simpler way to say this? Instead of utilize, say use. Instead of commence, say start. Instead of purchase, say buy. Instead of assist, say help. Your English will sound 10 times better immediately. Now let me address something important. You might be thinking, but Tony, won't simple English make me sound like a beginner? No, it won't. Beginners sound like beginners because they make grammar mistakes and speak slowly. Advanced speakers sound advanced because they speak smoothly and naturally. And natural English is simple English. Think about the best English speakers you know. Do they use complicated words, or do they use simple words really, really well? I'll give you an example. Steve Jobs, one of the most famous speakers in the world. His presentations were legendary. Did he say things like, This device will revolutionize interpersonal communication. No, he said, this will change everything. Simple, powerful, memorable. That's what you should aim for. Here's another thing. Native speakers repeat words all the time. They say, "It was good, really good." They say, "I like it, I really like it." They don't try to show off their vocabulary by saying, "It was good, I found it enjoyable, it was quite pleasurable." That sounds weird, unnatural. Repetition is normal. Don't be afraid of it. All right, let's bring this home. Today, you learned 5 verbs that will change your English. Get, make, take, go, come. You learned that simple English is better than complicated English. You learned that fluency is about clarity, not complexity. You learned that native speakers prefer short, simple words over long, fancy words. Now, here's what you need to do. First, practice using these 5 verbs in different situations. Make sentences with them. Say them out loud. Second, stop trying to impress people with big words. Start trying to connect with people using simple words. Third, when you speak English this week, catch yourself. Every time you're about to use a complicated word, replace it with a simple one. And finally, leave a comment below. Tell me one complicated word you've been using and what simple word you're going to replace it with. For example, I've been saying utilize, but now I'll say use. This exercise will help you rewire your brain. Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to Fluent English Cafe. We release new practical English lessons every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss them. Hit that bell so you get notified. Thanks for watching. I'm Tony. Stop trying to sound smart. Start trying to sound natural. See you next time.